Here are three of the top high-end compact cameras from 2014. It's the Sony RX100 Mark III with a custom sticky grip that does not come with the camera. Here's the Panasonic LX100 and the Fujifilm X100T. So they're all kind of the same category, but they're all meant for different purposes. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what I think they're the best at and who I think each camera is meant for. To start off, the best photo quality as a photo camera, just as a photography camera, is the Fujifilm X100T. And this is because of the sensor plus lens plus image processor combination. The X100T has an APS-C 16.3 megapixel X-Trans CMOS sensor with a 23mm f2 Fujinon lens and an EXR Processor II, second generation. That combination, I think, is the reason why it is way better in image quality to the Micro Four Thirds 16.8 megapixel camera and the 1-inch 20 megapixel Exmor sensor camera of the Sony RX100 Mark III. The best video quality from these three cameras, I would think, goes to the Panasonic LX100, because best video quality, in my opinion, is the sensor plus video codec plus lens plus image processor, and that will equal the best video quality. The X100T has a better sensor, but it's pretty bad video codec and processor combination. When it's processing the video, it looks like an early generation Nikon like D90, early generation DSLR video, whereas the LX100 not only has 4K 24 and 30p video, it matches pretty well with the Panasonic G series cameras like the Panasonic GH4. So if you have a Panasonic GH4, you might want to look into this one because it matches fairly well. And the RX100 III, it does have a really good video codec at 50 megabits per second with the XAVC S codec, but it's not as good as the LX100. Also because of the combination with this lens, it's really sharp. So if you want really sharp video, really sharp, clear 4K video, the LX100 is the only way to go in this size. The RX100 Mark III is the most versatile hybrid camera because, as you can see, it fits in my hand, it fits in your pocket. This is the kind of camera that you always have with you. It has this flip screen that none of these cameras have, and also a pop-up EVF. So it shoots decent still photos and decent video quality. It's not the best video quality compared to the LX100, and it's not the best photo quality compared to the Fuji X100T, but right in the middle there, this can do everything. And this is the camera I would just carry with me at all times, and I think it's the most versatile. Now when it comes to who these cameras are for, I broke it down into several categories: photographer, filmmaker, a vlogger, and the dad on the family vacation camera. Those are my categories that I just made up. So if you're a photographer, the best camera out of these three is the Fujifilm X100T. From what I've read, the photographers out there love the X100 series of cameras. It has a great reputation. It has the best photo image quality. It's retro manual control dials, very intuitive to the photographer who's been at it for a while. It has an advanced hybrid viewfinder with an OVF, an EVF, and also this new digital split image that shows in the OVF a small little digital image inside the OVF. It's pretty crazy. And you control it by clicking this button, toggling through it. It also has some film simulation modes that are pretty close to what 35mm Fujifilm used to be. Amazing JPEGs. The JPEGs out of these two, you know, you can see its compression, but the JPEGs out of the Fujifilm that I've seen are pretty clear, and the JPEGs are very good. As long as you can live with the 23mm prime lens, this is the camera for photographers. For the filmmaker out there, I think it's a trade-off between the LX100 and the Sony RX100 Mark III. If you're a narrative filmmaker, like you shoot music videos, short films, that kind of thing, you're probably going to want the LX100 for its 4K mode and how well it matches, or it can match, the Panasonic GH4 and Panasonic G-series cameras for the cinematic looking video. It also has a great time-lapse mode, so you can shoot, I think, 999 photos in time-lapse, and it processes those photos and makes it into a, like a 24p video. However, there's no built-in ND filters, there's no mic input, and the autofocus is pretty bad on the LX100, so you want to stick with the manual focus. For documentary filmmakers, I think they would appreciate the RX100 Mark III. I'm more of a documentary filmmaker, so this is my favorite camera, hybrid camera. And I like it, because it's a compact, more compact than these two. It has really good 1080p video at 50 megabits per second. It has great image stabilization, so when I'm holding this handheld, the image stabilization in here, which is very similar to the other Sony camcorders image stabilization. It's very good. The autofocus is very good. It has built-in ND filters, and it's just an all-around good video camera on the low-end side. However, there's no mic input, or there's no hot shoe that you can have a mic adapter, but it's got everything else. Now for vloggers, you might want the RX100 Mark III because this camera is amazing on full auto. If you just don't know anything about photography, anything about video, and you just left it on fully automatic, this is the camera I would use. The best feature about this for vloggers is that this flippy screen goes 180 degrees right towards you. So you could point the camera at you and hold it like that, and it's a selfie camera. And because of the good image stabilization, you could hold it and walk around with it, and because of the 24mm wide-angle lens, you can hold it, at arm's length and get up to your chest up. It also has good internal mics with wind suppression, so you can go outdoors, shoot yourself, and keep up with your vlogs. Finally, the best camera for the family vacation. So if you're a dad, you're a mom, you're a parent, and you want to bring a camera that can, document your family, I would choose the Panasonic LX100. It's a decent family photo camera, and it also has the 4K video option. So even though you're not a filmmaker, don't you want to film your kids in 4K? This is my short review on these three cameras. I reviewed each of these cameras independently for mostly their video modes because I'm only really interested in video. You can check that out on my channel. So if you have any questions about these cameras, let me know. I am not an expert, but I've been using them a lot, and I might have some answers to your questions, I might not. Thanks for watching.